everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Scrappin'. I'm here with another design team project for I Am Roses, and this one is actually for the I Am Roses Color Challenge for the month of May, and I will post a link to the I Am Roses blog challenge or challenge blog below, so you can follow that link and figure out how to enter and what the rules are. The color challenge is using purple and teal or turquoise. So, and a Mother's Day theme, of course, being May, the month of Mother's Day. So this I've actually made for my mother-in-law, and it's actually perfect because she loves the teal and the purple. So this ended up just working out great. So what I've done was I've altered the wood bird feeder that I got from my dollar store, and I did a dollar store haul, so I showed that in my dollar store haul, and it was just a raw wood and then just with the plastic sides here, and it had sort of like this rope, just this old whatever like looking rope thing here. And so anyway, I've altered it and added a mini album to the inside, and the roof does pop off. So the paper collection, I have no idea what it is. I think it's from Michael's. I got it a long time ago. It's just the thin paper. It's not like a cardstock. It's just a thin type of a paper, so I've had to, of course, put it on the chipboard and then line it on top of the wood. So it worked perfectly when it's backed onto something that's sturdy. So I used that, and the colors just happened to be perfect. The color of the paper was perfect for this project. So I chose this one because it had the scallops and it looked just like shingles for a roof, so I used that. And then I just put some lace here, and then added some seam binding that I inked up and sprayed, and then of course some. Well, this here I did, it was just like foil tape on cardstock and punched it with the Martha Stewart butterfly punch and added bling and antennas. Along here is some teardrop pearl and flatback pearl that I've lined it. And I'll just kind of go around so you guys can see. And the base of the wood was first painted with espresso brown, and then I went over with crackle medium, and then I went over with antique white acrylic paint, and then after that I sprayed it with some, what was it, Tiffany blue Lindy's Stamp Gang spray, Starburst spray, and then I kind of did some more distressing with Dusty Concord purple, the distress ink, as well as the Broken China distress ink, and I did that all around it to give it that nice crackle look of old wood that's been out in the sun for a long time. So here I've added some of the I Am Roses. I can't remember the names of all of these, again, because they're so new to me. So, but again, check out my blog, and I'll post a link to my blog, which will have all of the direct links to the I Am Roses products that I've used, and it'll take you directly to the website where you can see the flowers. So, but anyways, they came in many different tones of purple, and so I just sort of layered them here like that, and then added a ribbon buckle and a flatback pearl that I alcohol inked with eggplant. And then here was one of those little plant, what do you call it, the little planter labels that I altered. I also got that from my dollar store, and I just added some designer paper, and I stamped this with two different stamps. The bird was from a different stamp set, but I think they were both like from the dollar bin anyway, from Michael's. Added those cute little teeny little white flowers there for I Am Roses. This is just like a spray that I broke apart, and I've used it actually in quite a few places in here. And it has, if you sorry, it's nighttime here, so the lighting isn't that great, you guys. But it has some crystal faceted gems there. Another Martha Stewart butterfly and some bling in the center. I tied a bow there. This is also on dimensionals here a little bit in two different spots to give it some dimension. Added some wheat sprays there and just twisted the little end metal pieces, and added a little jewel here from, I got that from Cassie's Art Fire store, Flip a Cano 2 on Art Fire. I just added a little piece of extra lace trim that was left over from this that I've layered here with some blingy trim there, and here added the lace there as well. Here I added, I don't know if you guys remember watching one of my dollar store hauls, but I got like this sort of a spray thing with little nests, and I cut off one of the nests, and it was brown, of course, and I just sort of randomly painted it with like a pearl, metallic pearl white acrylic paint, heat set it, and then I added little pieces here. This was actually part of the spray here, and also if you see on the side the spray here, you can see those little pieces right there. So anyway, I cut off the pieces from the spray to make it look like little eggs, and then I added a Tim Holtz bird. It's on chipboard, and then added the designer paper to it. Kind of bent the tail around there so it sort of looks like it's sitting on the nest. And then this, I know, is the R77 because It's my favorite. I love all of the colors that this flower comes in. So look how dimensional that is, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I think these ones are the, oh, what is it? R21-1, I think. I'm pretty sure. Not pretty sure, but anyway, again, check out my blog, you guys. And I colored up this one as well. I did a lot of spraying with scintillating silver. This is a cherry blossom from I Am Roses that I sprayed with scintillating silver. And I also colored it with broken china distress ink. And then this is, I think, an R40, another one of my favorite flowers. And it's in a white, and I sprayed it with scintillating silver as well. I know you guys can't really see the color nicely in this video, but I have taken some nice still pictures. Hopefully you guys will be able to see a little bit more detail. This I got from Cassie's store, little porcelain two-tone rose. Flip a candle 2 on art fire, and let's see, trying to be quick here, you guys. So this is pretty much, this is like what I've designated as the front, I guess. I don't know. Either one could be the front. But anyway, so I've layered some of the gardenia petals here from I Am Roses, as well as up here. I've also done a lot of taking apart of flowers. Like this used to be another one of those small gardenias, and I ripped it apart and I used a few of the petals here. I've made a lot of the flowers on my own, just altering and taking apart flowers. That is a cherry blossom underneath there, and then a small little flower up top, and then the gardenia petals there. So here's that spray. Again, purple spray, and I've added some of the little flowers. And then I've made a multi-layer butterfly here, another Martha Stewart butterfly punch with the little baby ones there and there. Another multi-layer one. Add a bling to the center. Another one of those little porcelain flowers. Another one there. And then it comes around here. You can see the mini album. I have added lace on the bottom of the feeder as well. Some designer paper. And you guys can't really make this one, but I've made it like a puffy, looks like kind of carnation. I've made with the same flowers as up here. So that is pretty much it. The bottom just looks like this. You can kind of see the crackle look there and how I've distressed it with the distress ink. So now the lid just pops off, and this can, you know, you can kind of pull it off this way, but I prefer just to hold down the base because when I painted it, it fit a little bit more snug. So there's the inside of that, all crackled and distressed. And so I'll just set that there. And then the mini album was a very snug fit. I actually ended up having to change the gardenia, this flower here a little bit. See, it's a bit squished. So yeah, I don't know. You could even like set it so it's inside. The one page is on the outside and the rest is on the inside, and that would fit a little bit better. But anyway, it's a little snug. And I tried to do this. This is my very first album that I made that's not as bulky as most of mine. So anyway, it's using the Tim Holtz vintage cabinet die and chipboard and the designer paper that I mentioned. I don't know the name, sorry. So I'm just going to go through quickly. I used puffy, big puffy daisies from I Am Roses there. This is one bottom half of a large gardenia. I added a Prima center to that. I actually had to take out, it was one of the R77s, and I had to take out you know, the bud part because it was just stuck out way too much, but it looked really nice. So I had to take it out, unfortunately. Again, there's that spray there, another one of those little baubles from Cassie's store. I added some fibers here and here, purple fibers, almost looks like a nest, and I painted that bird. Spray coming out here, added little pearls there, and down here. And the title is called Everlasting, and the reason is I just Facebooked my mother-in-law and said, if you could choose one word that describes your love for family, what would it be? And she messaged me back and said, everlasting. So that was the title. I told her, don't ask why I'm asking, you're going to find out later on. So she doesn't know why I asked that, but that's why, is because I wanted a title for the mini album. So this is a Making Memories, a metal plate, and it has, you know, it comes like this with the glitter silver kind of a look, and I just, you know, printed that up on my computer and inked it up and then put the glossy accent on there and just added some bling there. This is one of those little crochet flowers from I Am Roses. I love it. It's perfect. And I put a little brad in the center. That's pretty much it. Anyway, so there's some scalloped lace and then some just some pearl trim I added there. And then I just attached it with seam binding, and I made this sort of a little charm piece here with some various charms and beads from my stash. And key. There's another one here hiding. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. And so it just goes like this, and the first page is just like this. And so I just made a pocket up there and have a photo mat there. This could be a photo mat and a journaling. I just added some fibers up top and some butterflies. Another I Am Roses flower here, one of the flat ones, and then a little mini one there that I painted with the broken china. And then this page here, this comes off, it's just magnetized. Just because I wanted her to be able to draw it because it's a funky sort of a design, so I wanted her to have a template for a photo to add in there, so then she could just take this out. But in the meantime, it can just kind of go in there as just a little placeholder. Makes it look pretty. These are two bottom layers of I think it's the R21-1. Again, don't quote me on it. And this is another layer of it. I don't have a lot of flat scrapbooking flowers, so I had to take apart a lot of my I Am Roses, and it was hard to do, but it's how I could get it so it was flatter. It worked. So anyway, it says Grandma's, and I kind of covered up the S there. So it does say Grandma's Love. Grandma's Love. So that's what I did there. I did a flat back pearl, some leaves here, and then some pearls. And then there's this page here, pretty straightforward, just alcohol ink to Tattered Angels frame with some silver alcohol ink, added a butterfly there, did a kind of a half flower there with a Primus center, and it says Live, Laugh, Love, and a little cluster of flowers there with the pieces of that spray right there. And then this one says Family, whoops, and that little piece came off, that's okay. It's not a very strong magnet. So I added some bling here. It says Family, and I've kind of curled it like that. Added, this is a 3 layers of color for the butterfly. And then added some lace and some flat back pearls here. And again, I had to take apart a gardenia. This was a smaller gardenia. And then the scrapbook flower there. And this is just one of the satin flowers I got from Walmart a long time ago. And then going to the next page, so again, some of those gardenia petals I layered, and this is just a punched flower I punched there and colored up and glimmer misted, added bling, added some more bling there, and this is kind of a pocket I made here. I used, let's see, well that's a Spellbinder's die, and then I added some, I fussy cut this half flower out of the paper collection, added a Puffy Daisy from I Am Roses, and then one of the scrapbook flowers, flat scrapbook flowers from I Am Roses, and some bling and flat back pearls, and then I added photo mat here, as well as another like a journaling kind of a spot here that kind of just tucks in nicely there. And then this here, it says Treasure. So I made my box pleated trim there and added some lace and then flat back pearls, again layered to flower. This white one isn't from I Am Roses, it's just one I had in my stash. I needed one smaller to so the purple would show, and that's just what I found. So and then a little flower there, again I painted with Dusty Concord, another butterfly there. And then so this little wing actually holds this little flap down somewhat. I added a bow and some fibers in a center there, and then this just is a Martha Stewart envelope that I added some paper, the designer paper to, and this little piece is inked up and it comes out and you can journal on that or add a photo or whatever. And then again there's the, this is a Sizzix die, this little label there. And flip it over. And this one is, I'm using the Sizzix stamp frame to the small one and the large one. And then I added love and they're on dimensionals. Added a little flower there, again some pieces from that spray here and here, another crochet flower, some of the R21-1 I had to take apart, and a small flower, another crochet flower, and the butterfly, and then the spray kind of goes up like that. And this butterfly is from Leonie. I got to use one. She sent me a multi-pack of 6, and they happen to have turquoise and purple in there, and so she actually made this and sent it to me in Iraq a while ago. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect to slip in here. So it's going to a very special person, so I'm glad I could part with the butterfly in that way. I've only used one Leonie, I'm hoarding the others. So my mother-in-law is very lucky to get this butterfly. Okay, so that is this side, and then this side This was one of those Making Memories metal frames that used to be antique gold, and I just alcohol inked it with the silver, metallic silver. I took a piece of, well, this is like, they're cardboard pieces. I was gonna make a fence type of thing. Whoops. With the cardboard, and I had one of these sitting around, so I used it as like a stake kind of a thing. So it's like a little stake with the signs on there, and it says family, one of nature's masterpieces. And then I kind of wanted to make it look as if this was grass, because it's like a stake in the grass kind of thing. So I cut every single little petal off of the puffy daisy and layered it in such a way, and then and then cut these flowers in half to stick them in behind the puffy daisy petals to make it look very layered, like grass kind of a thing. And I just put some flat back mesh bling there, and a dollar store butterfly there, and then some bling. And then the back, this just says handmade by me. And that's it. And all of the distressing here was done with the Dusty Concord as well. So that is the mini album and the bird feeder. Hope you guys like it. It was so much fun, and I'll just show you a peek. So that's the lace. It's nice fat wide lace that I've put in the bottom there. I just kind of wanted something to jazz it up a little bit. So that is my bird feeder, you guys, and my mini album. I hope you like it. Keep watching. I have taken some photos so you can see it a little bit better, because as this video is going on, the lighting is getting darker and darker. I apologize, guys. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and remember, check out my blog for all the direct links to the flowers I've used. If you have any questions on how I've done something or got a certain look, then just ask me. If you private message me, it's easier for me to keep track. And then I'll know to easily go to my inbox and my personal messages, and then I'll see your question there. And the comments just, they go down and down and down, and then I lose track. So it's easier if you have questions, just personal message me. That's the easiest way for me to make sure I don't, I try to get back to everybody, but if you private message me, it gives you a better chance of me getting back to you. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Happy scrapping. Bye.